Every quarter for 20 years, Calvary Chapel Magazine has been putting out a wonderful vision of what God is doing all over the world with the Calvary Chapel movement. One of the things I love about Calvary Chapel Magazine is they highlight stories that have real relevance to our ministry concerns that we have. I get to visit a lot of different Calvary Chapel churches. One of the things I love about visiting it is to understand that they're connected to a larger family of churches. And it's exciting to get a first-hand view of what God is doing in many places you would have otherwise never heard about in our Calvary Chapel family.
I don't really have the words to explain Calvary Chapel Magazine. In fact, whenever we receive it, at the church, the quality of the pictures is just awesome, number one. But the stories are credible, they're true, and they're right to the heart of the matter. And you're able to understand exactly what God is doing through the Calvary Chapel movement. I think everybody should get this magazine. I mean, you did a story on kids with Down syndrome. That was a powerful story. I have a brother who has Down syndrome. So I wound up giving it out to everybody I knew who had a special needs child, who wasn't a believer. And what came out of that was amazing.
The magazine is a real visual tool to communicate the work of God on the earth today, so people can be encouraged and uplifted and built up, and they can see with their eyes these pictures that communicate ministry and new life. And when you're reading these things, you see a picture of somebody doing something, do it, jump in and get involved, because life's going to pass you by if you don't do what God has called you to do. The days are short, the Lord is coming back. I want more than anything the church to know that they have a worldwide impact.
There were at least 2 or 3 times I was ready to quit the ministry because it's so hard. With the Calvary Magazine, you would have those churches that maybe have 100 people, 150, but you could just tell, hey, it's not about the size. It's the message and Jesus Christ. And so it encouraged me to say, wow, they're doing it. Let's keep doing it. Let's do it another week. Let's do it another month.
If you don't get it for your church, we feel it's so important. We buy it for our whole church. We pass it out free at the church. And we feel it's that important for the people to know what God is doing around the world. It has a prayer request to the missionaries, and so we encourage people to just take it and use it as a prayer guide for the various missionaries who send in their requests. So maybe you're not familiar with it, but we encourage you to take a look at it, and then perhaps you would like to sort of purchase them for your church too, so that your people can be completely aware of what's going on.